I like to cock mine to the side.
Oh, as you should.
Well, because my head's really big.
This one I like the rose gold, the bronze copper, as it were.
Yes.
I think you all look lovely, and I think your head is perfectly proportioned.
It's quite large.
Congratulations on Disenchanted. Let's
you.
kick things off with you, Amy. It's been 15 years.
15 years, unbelievable.
I mean, how does it feel to be back in this world?
Oh, it feels wonderful.
Yeah.
It feels like seeing a friend you haven't seen in a long time, and then just kind of picking up where you left off and realizing how much you love that relationship.
Yeah.
So that's what playing Giselle is for me. It's like a wonderful relationship with a long-lost friend.
I love that.
Yeah.
How did Disenchanted come together? Like, who got on board first? Was it a process, or was everyone?
Yeah, I mean, everything's a process, right? But it was a wonderful process because we had been tossing ideas around forever, and Barry Josephson, our wonderful producer, and Adam got together with a writer. They wrote this wonderful concept. We all talked about it, and it just evolved from there. And it was this evolution. It felt like the right time to revisit these characters at this time in the world. And I thought that for me, revisiting that joy and optimism of Giselle, but in a new way, it was very timely.
Yeah. When you think about 15 years ago, where you were in your life and your career.
So different.
Right. What do you remember most about that time? What do you think this film did for you in your career?
I just remembered that time doing this. I had no idea what this film would be. It was just it was uncharted territory at the time, and I think no one really kind of knew what it would be, but we all loved the concept and the characters so much, so there was so much love and heart in it, and it was just a really special time for me. And then when the movie came out and people started seeing it, and it just became a part of, it just became a wonderful beginning to this sort of chapter of my career. And I'm just very, very grateful for everything.
Just seeing the first one and having that connection to the first one, it's exciting, and everybody's back.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to ask you, Maya, is, you have kids. I wondered if they were fans of Enchanted, how excited they were to know that mom is joining the party now.
Oh, yeah.
As a villain, no less.
Yeah, I think at first, I think my youngest daughter, at first, when she found out I was a villain, she was nervous.
Oh.
Because she doesn't want anything, because your kids don't want anything to happen to you. So even though you're in character, they're sort of like, are you bad? Like, are you going to do something wrong? But then everybody saw how fun it was, and how, I mean, it's bad in the best possible way. It's like bad.
It's good bad.
It's good bad.
It's
so
wicked good.
It's fun. It's so fun. And all of it's so fun, because I believe the reason why these movies are so beloved is because they're the love of fairy tales. You have to have that love of fairy tale to be in on the wink at them, and have that knowledge to know, these things come to life and how they would adapt in the world. It's brilliant. And so I think, I think the bad is good here.
The bad is good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good thing. Good bad. Gabriella, you were about 5 years old when the first movie came out, right? Do you remember the first time you saw it, what you thought?
Oh my God, yeah, I got to see it in theaters, which is insane because here we are now.
Yeah.
And I watched it over and over and over again. I was in love with the movie. And so even just hearing that there was going to be a sequel, like before I knew that I was going to be a part of it, I was just so excited because it was like, oh my God, we get to find out what happens next. I mean, it's so dear to my heart and so many people. It's just exciting.
And to
fun.
be now a part of telling the story of what happens next. I mean, what was it like for you getting that call, the casting process maybe?
A huge honor. I mean, the whole process was over Zoom, and I actually got to find out from Amy. They actually tricked me into thinking that it was another just round of auditions.
Okay.
And they said that, there's new lines to read. We're going to send the new lines over, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm going to have to read new lines right now with Amy Adams on Zoom. And they just said, no new lines. It was just congrats, you're Morgan. And it was just shock. Yeah.
Well, congratulations
Thank you.
on joining. Amy, you've had a daughter since having filmed Enchanted. So I'm curious to know, when's the first time you showed it to her? What did she think of Mama as Giselle?
Well, she thought I was acting very silly and didn't understand why I was running around in the big white dress. We accidentally caught it on the TV early one morning when we were just watching some
programs.
it
was like a stumbling in.
We stumbled in on it, and I was like, I'm just going to see what she thinks of this. She might have been around 3.
Okay.
And she just looked, and she'd been to sets, so she kind of understood what I did. But she just really was like, why are you wearing that dress? Why? She just had a lot of questions about how I was behaving.
Yeah.
That was her thing. It was really fun to be like, oh, well, I'm playing this, and she's this. And
Has she given
I think she asked me to
Disenchanted?
turn the channel if I'm being
Oh my
honest.
gosh.
Can we watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
I think it's what I got. I'm like, sure.
The kids keep you humble.
You know,
I prefer it that way.
They love mommy to be mommy, I learned.
Yeah.
I didn't
Especially
wear
when you're
makeup
wearing...
for like 10 years. Because she
Exactly.
thought makeup was
Work.
Amy Adams.
It
and no
is.
makeup was mom, which
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go. Has she given Disenchanted the seal of approval yet?
she absolutely has. Yeah. She
And
really-
Maya, I heard that you said the first time you saw Amy in full costume, you were starstruck. What could you tell me about that moment?
It was, I was tittering. I was genuinely excited. I feel like, and I could tell that Amy knew that I was really enjoying it. And so she really talked to me. Giselle talked to me. But Giselle's different than Amy. Like she had her eyes twinkle, her body moves differently, her voice is different. It's something else entirely. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it true you two bonded on set by harmonizing? I just want to know
Oh
your
yeah.
strongest
We
song.
like to sing a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
What was the go-to? Just give me the go-to.
There are a lot. I do have. on
She's never
camera-
not singing. What do you have?
know, I'm
oh,
sorry.
These Dreams?
You sang so much Carol King.
Carol King, really?
King.
We belong.
Oh, We Belong, Pat Benatar.
Okay.
I have that on camera. Someone recorded it and sent it to me.
That was nice because we were in the ballroom.
Oh, sounds great.
How great.
Yeah.
It is grand.
It's great.
It was great.
I like to sing in ballrooms.
As one does.
We sang
naturally.
Pat Benatar in a ballroom.